What up? It's your boy Big Shot, BigShotLubes.com. And right now I want to show you what equipment I use. So I'm going to show you my little music production corner and I give you a little tour of the equipment and stuff that I use to make my beats. So let me show you. Okay, so this is my setup. This is where the magic happens. So of course I have a studio chair, office chair, regular office chair. Pretty comfortable. This is what it's supposed to do. And over here I have the MacBook Pro. So I'm on the Apple platform. It's the goal pretty much for a lot of musicians to use Apple products. I've been using it for a while now. I was on PC before, but I find that the Apple computers have less bug. Although it's not completely perfect, but it does the job pretty well. I have about 16 gig of RAM on that. I do need a new computer soon. I really like the Mac Pro though. And while I do, I'll just get an image of my hard drive that I have right now and use it on the new computer. I don't know if you heard of the Mac Pro, but it's a pretty powerful computer with a six core processor. For an audio interface, I use the Apogee Duet. A very cool interface, gives you that clear sound. Because I used to have the Mackie Big Knob controller to plug in my monitors, my speakers and stuff, but I would always hear a buzzing sound when I would process or bounce my audios. And I did a little bit of research, and I came up with this wonderful Apogee Duet audio interface, which is pretty awesome because you can plug in other device like a microphone, a guitar if you want, and this is what I plug my studio monitors on. So I go with the Rocket 8s right here. Had them for a couple of years. They're pretty nice, pretty loud. KRK Rocket 8s. And over here I have those little speakers that you see over here is the Creative T20 second generation speakers. Those are what I use for mixing. So if I get a great sound on those little speakers, those little bad boys are pretty cool. If you get a great sound on those when you're mixing, then on the big speakers and any other speakers, it's gonna sound very good. So these are the little speakers that I use as reference when I'm making some mixes. Although I take the music in my car and I listen to it in the car, but I use those speakers when I'm mixing to adjust all the levels, and if it sounds good in that, then I usually know I'm good. So I also plug in two monitors to have a lot of space when I'm doing a lot of stuff, a lot of plugins, when a lot of plugins are open. So I have two LED Samsung 20-inch screens that I plug onto my laptop. And of course, I have two external hard drive, this one and this one. This is just a hub to connect everything, but this is a 1 terabyte hard drive, and this is another 1 terabyte hard drive. So I have well over 1,500 gigs of sounds and files. I also save everything on my external drive as opposed to my internal drive, because if you have everything external, then you can kind of back up your stuff, and you can go on another system pretty fast, and This way you're mobile. If you're traveling, then you just unplug the hard drive and you're ready to go. So this is what I use. And headphones, for now I'm using the Beats by Dr. Dre Detox Edition headphones. They're pretty nice and comfortable. This is what I use right now, but I actually want to go with there's new headphones that I want to go with. Audio Technica H50, I think, that I heard. That's pretty cool right now, and that is excellent from what I'm hearing from the reviews and for mixing. But this is what I use right now. My first set of headphones are the Schneizers, the HD 280 Pro. I still use them here and there. Usually, if I have somebody coming here for listening sessions, I have them plugged in, and they work pretty well too. But I found that the Beats by Dr. Dre has been giving me some good work ethic in the past couple of years. And of course, I have a little tray for my keyboard here, my mouse, wireless, and everything is connected and going. Software wise, I use I have Machine 2 open right now, and with that I have the Machine Studio, as you can see here. Very cool machine. I like it a lot. Does everything that I need, and I've been using Machine more and more as a standalone now because it's very powerful, and I can open pretty much any plugins with it, and it's pretty cool, man. Very powerful. You can mix and do everything in that. But other than that, I use Logic Pro. I'm still on the 9th version. I actually just found a converter for plugins to convert the 32-bit plugins to 64-bit. So this way I can open a lot of things with Machine, but originally I use Logic Pro, and I rewire Machine and Reason into Logic as virtual instruments. So this is what I use for software. So yeah, this is it. This is where all the magic happens. This is a little tour of Big Shot Studio here, and yeah, I mean, as a MIDI controller, before I forget, right now I'm using the Roland A49 keyboard. It's a 49 keys. Pretty nice and compact and slick, doesn't take up too much space. That's why I like it. And there's a little sensor over here that's pretty cool. You can move your hand like that, and you can have different effects set up on that. So you can play with the instruments and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And this is what I use as a keyboard. I used M-Audio Axiom 49 for the longest time because it had pads on it. I could just bang out drums on it, but since I have the Machine Studio now and I use Machine a lot, then I don't need a keyboard with pads. So I use this for the drums, and if I want to play instruments, I use the keyboard. So for a desk, my desk is an IKEA desk. I use the shelf, custom made like a shelf for my monitors. So it gives you that studio look, if you can kind of see. You can get pretty creative with IKEA because they have a whole bunch of furniture. I don't know where you're from, but IKEA over here in Canada is a very popular furniture store. And yeah, you can get pretty creative. If you YouTube studio with IKEA furniture, you'll see what comes up. You can pretty much mix and match some pieces and come up with pretty cool space organizing for your office or a home studio. For my speakers, I use the Yorkville SKS 416, 41B, sorry. Never really looked at the name, but they're a go-to for anybody that has a studio. You can get them at any music store. Pretty stable, steady. They do the job, and it frees up some space on your desk. And to hold my speakers properly, I use the Auralex foams just to put underneath them, so it gives me that little angle. I don't know if you can really look, but it gives me that little angle downwards for when I'm sitting down and the speakers are kind of pointing at my ears. So that's pretty cool. So this is it. This is my little production cord over here. This is my setup. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Before I go, I'm gonna play a little something that I was working on right now, and I'm gonna wrap up the video with that. Sorry about the light. I had to put the flashlight on because it's nighttime and I like it kind of a little dark in here, but let's hear it.